Welcome to another Cardano update. So I was looking at the Cardano chart and I could not help but notice that something kind of weird is going on. So in my opinion, I think we have bottomed in this second wave right here. And by the way, this is only the second wave of a very small 5-wave move to the upside that should go maybe somewhere in this region right here. And I mean, I'm not sure if it bottomed, because what we got after that, I mean, it was a bounce, don't get me wrong, but it was not anything too crazy. And I was thinking that maybe this whole structure was actually a WXY, which only completed the A wave, and now we're getting another WXY to complete the B wave, before getting a WXY, complete the C wave, and get another low. I mean, this could also be the case. We could get something like this, and I don't really want to see it happen because this would take another 1 to 2 weeks. But you have to keep an open mind about this. I mean, it could happen, and yeah, this is something that you need to watch. Now, of course, to confirm that we are not doing this, I would like to see the price go above this previous high right here. If we go above, let's say 45.6 cents, then yeah, I can confirm that we're not going to get this. But if we stay in this region right here that we have been in since like July 12th, then yeah, I'm expecting another low in this target zone right here to hit maybe the 0.618. I don't really want it to hit the 0.786, but I mean, that's also a level that could get hit. So yeah, right now things are looking good, but there's not that much going on, as you have noticed probably. And actually, let me talk to you about something else. So, I mean, this support region that I gave you is being respected, but it's nothing too crazy. I mean, it touched the 0.618, as you can see. And this is just messy price action. I mean, it went sideways for like 12 hours. So we'll see if anything happens by the time I upload this video. But I mean, this first wave move to the upside right here might get invalidated if we do not bounce from the support level right here. And if it does get invalidated, then yeah, you can expect another low right here to maybe touch the 0.618 level in the second wave. But I mean, maybe something else is going on. I mean, right here we have a 1-2 setup, and if it does not get invalidated and we go in a third wave, I expect the third wave to get in this region right here and get above the bull market support band before getting a fourth and a fifth to, I don't know, maybe this level right here or something like that. Actually, I kind of want the fifth wave to get to this level right here so we can complete this small third wave move to the upside. Maybe we'll get a bit above the resistance level right here in the third wave, and it will look something like this. That's more probable in my opinion. So yeah, keep this in mind. But like I said, I need to see something. I mean, at least give us another low here or go above this high. Because until we do that, until we do any of these things, then yeah, this is just going to be sideways price action. And it's going to be boring, I know. I mean, it has been boring for a long time now. We have been doing nothing since pretty much March. So, I mean, this could be done at any moment, but if we get another 1 to maybe 2 weeks of just nothingness, then do not be surprised. It's normal, but I know how it feels. I know you want to see the price actually do some, but yeah, I mean, usually in crypto, the price goes up whenever you expect it the least. So just, I guess, go have some fun outside and forget about the charts for like a week or two and then come back to see if anything changed. You don't have to look at the charts all day. I mean, that's my job. So yeah, anyways, let's go on the daily chart and let me hide some of these support levels so it's easier to understand. Alright, so basically what I think this is, I think we went up in a first wave move to the upside right here. It actually started here. And yeah, we had 5 waves up. It looked bullish. Then Then we had an ABC down in the second wave, and now we should get the main third wave, which in my opinion should get above the 100% extension of the previous all-time high, because that's actually what the third wave did in the previous cycle. And the third wave actually got to the 1.618 level right here, as you can see, before getting rejected and getting in the fourth and then finishing the fifth wave above the 1.618 and near the 2.618 level. So right now I'm watching to see if this can happen again. I mean, it could not happen again. Obviously, it's not 100% sure that it will happen, because, I mean, we are yet to confirm that we'll get a third wave, but if it does happen again, then yeah, this is going to be very bullish for ADA, obviously. Now, something that I have mentioned in my previous videos is that, in my opinion at least, the ADA bull market was supposed to start way earlier than right here. I mean, this whole move happened after we had the pandemic drop. But if you look at what happened before this pandemic drop, here we were actually in a first wave move to the upside. And I mean, we were going in a second wave, and then we were trying to go in a third wave, and the price actually reacted to some support levels that I don't have on the chart right now. And yeah, we were bouncing, but I mean, the bounce, like I said, can take a while. I mean, as you can see here, it took about, let's say, about 200 days of the price going down until we actually got the bounce. And I believe this would have been a good third wave move to the upside, but because of the pandemic, it got invalidated and we had to restart the move. And what does that mean? Well, basically, in my opinion, like I said, it's not financial advice, maybe the price of Cardano was actually supposed to go up more than what it went right here. Maybe it was supposed to get to the 2.618 level or even above it. Now, of course, that's speculation, but in my opinion, the pandemic played a big role in what happened to Cardano. So, I mean, this cycle, we did not have any pandemic, we did not have any crazy drop. I mean, it could happen. We could invalidate this first wave move to the upside if we get below the, let's say, 22 cents level. And if that does happen, I mean, even if we invalidate the move somehow and we go to, let's say, like 21 cents or maybe even lower, I mean, Cardano managed to recover in the previous cycle after the pandemic and after we put in another bear market low when we were actually trying to go in a third wave. So I don't really want to see this happen in this cycle. I don't think that would be bullish, but if it does happen, then there is a chance that we still managed to recover. Now, of course, it's not 100% sure. I mean, it only happened one time in its history. And also this was at a time when, I mean, most altcoins did this, so they bounced back together. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that we will get something like this again, because obviously I do not want to see another pandemic or another black swan event. But yeah, it's interesting to look at. So, I mean, if Cardano was supposed to go, in my opinion, to the 2.618 in the previous cycle, does that mean it's more probable for Cardano to actually go to the 2.618 in this cycle? In my opinion, yes. As you can see, in the previous cycle, in the first wave move up, we were very far from the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement right here. But in this cycle, we almost touched it, as you can see. So maybe this cycle has the potential to be actually more bullish than the previous cycle. Because, I mean, we are getting closer to this major resistance level. And this whole thing, I mean, you can expect all of these to be resistance on the way up in the third wave. So maybe this cycle is more bullish if we manage to get way closer to the 0.236 than in the previous cycle. But I mean, this could also mean nothing. So yeah, I also want to mention the monthly chart again. And on the other side, we are currently below the yellow line, which might be a warning sign. I mean, last month we closed below it, and I thought that was bearish because, I mean, we did not do that in the previous cycle. I mean, maybe you could say that we did it right here when we hit the pandemic drop. I mean, as you can see, we went below it for like 3 months before we got back above it. Maybe you could say that we're copying this instead of this right here, but that would not really make sense. But I mean, it could be the case. Do I think that's the case? Not really, but maybe we'll do that. And if we're copying what happened here, then maybe the price will close below the yellow line again this month before getting above it in August or maybe September. So yeah, that's also something you need to keep in mind. Maybe we'll just copy the pandemic drop for some reason before we actually go in the third wave. And I mean, that would be very, very boring, but yeah, I mean, we have not been doing anything for the past, let's say 4 months. So yeah, I mean, if we do it, then we might as well do it right now so we can get it over with. Also, I want to quickly mention that silver and gold Patreons have access to all of my charts. So if you're interested in actually checking out the charts and see the support levels or maybe my price predictions, if you're interested in that, you should definitely check out my Patreon. And also, don't Patreons get to recommend an altcoin for us to cover, and we do that once a month for each gold Patreon. So if you want us to cover a specific altcoin, then you can do that. And also, Patreons and all Patreons get 2 exclusive Patreon only videos each month, which, I mean, if you're interested in that as well, check it out. Anyways, that's it with the advertising. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next one.